Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are doing well at your home and you must be enjoying at your home. And children, do you remember what we have done yesterday? Yes, we have done factors. So can anybody tell me what are factors? Yes, what are factors, children? Factors are the number which divides the given number exactly by leaving no remainder. Okay, and we have done the divisibility rules also. So do you remember the divisibility rule of 2? Yes, do you remember the divisibility rule of 2? Okay, the divisibility rule of 2 is if there is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 on its ones place, then that number is divisible by 2. Likewise, we have done all the divisibility rules. So, I hope you all have done your homework also. Okay, so if you have not done, you have to complete it by today, because today we are going to start with our next topic. Next topic is prime and composite numbers. Clear? Yes, you have done that prime and composite number in your 4th class also. So now again we will be starting with prime and composite numbers. So children, do you remember what are prime numbers? Yes, we have done prime numbers in our 4th class. Prime number is a number which is greater than 1 and it has only 2 factors. It means it is which is divided by 1 and the number itself. Prime number is a number which is divided by 1 and itself. So it means it has only 2 factors. What are the 2 factors of the prime numbers? That is 1, because 1 is a factor of every number that I have told you in our last lecture. So 2 factors, that means first factor will be 1 and the another factor will be the number itself, because prime numbers are divisible by 1 and the number itself. Clear? Let us take one example. Suppose we are having this 5. So 5 is divisible by 1 and 5 itself. So 5 has only 2 factors, that is 1 and 5. Likewise, if I take 7, 7 is also divisible by 1 and 7. So it has also 2 factors, that is 1 and 7. So this 5 and 7 are called prime numbers. Likewise, we can find many more prime numbers. Okay. Now, if I talk about composite numbers, so a number which has more than 2 factors. A number which has more than 2 factors, or we can say a number which is not a prime number, that is called a composite number. Okay. So composite numbers have more than 2 factors. Clear? As if I am talking about 6, then what are the factors of 6? Firstly, we have this 1, because 1 is a factor of every number. Then 6 is also divisible by 2. So 2 is the factor of 6. Then 6 is also divisible by 3. So 3 is also a factor of 6. After that, 6 is divisible by itself. So 6 is also a factor of 6. So likewise, we have got 4 factors of 6 here. So it means this 6 has more than 2 factors. If it has more than 2 factors, then it will come in the category of composite numbers. Clear? So what is the difference between prime and composite numbers? Prime numbers have only 2 factors, that is 1 and the number itself. And composite numbers are the numbers which have more than 2 factors, or we can say the numbers which are not prime numbers are called composite numbers. Clear? So now let's move to the next topic. So children, next we have prime numbers between 1 and 100. Now we have to find out the prime numbers between 1 and 100. Okay, so what is this method called? The Greek mathematician Eratosthenes created a method to find out prime numbers between 1 and 100. Okay, so this method is known as Eratosthenes sieve. This method is known as Eratosthenes sieve. So now we have to learn the steps involved in this method. So what are the steps to find out the prime numbers between 1 and 100? So first step is write the numbers from 1 to 100 in a 10 cross 10 grid. 10 cross 10 grid means there will be 10 rows and 10 columns. Clear? 10 cross 10 means there will be 10 rows and 10 columns. So it means we can in one row we can write the number from 1 to 10. Then the next step is highlight number 1 with yellow because all prime numbers are greater than 1. So 1 cannot be a prime number. Okay, all prime numbers are greater than 1. So we have highlighted this as highlighted this one with yellow color. Then the next step is number 2 is a prime number. After 1 we have this number 2. This 2 is a prime number. So what we have to do after this? We have to encircle it and cross all the multiples of 2, that is all even numbers. First of all we have to encircle this 2, and then after doing this, after putting a circle on this 2, we have to cross all the multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 means all the even numbers we have to cross. So like we have put a cross over 4, 6, 8, then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, then 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Likewise, we have to put cross over all the even numbers. Next, the fourth step is number 3 is also a prime number. So 3 is again a prime number. Then again we have to encircle this 3 and then we have to cross all the multiples of 3. All the multiples of 3 are, it means the numbers which are exactly divisible by 3. So 3, after that 9, after 3 we will cross 6, then after 6 we will put a cross over 9, then 12, then 15, then 18, then 21. So it means we have to put a cross over all the multiples of 3 here. Then the next step is, the next number left is 5 because 4 has been crossed. We have already put a cross over 4 while after putting a circle on 2 we have put a cross over all the even numbers. So now the next number we have is 5. So now we will encircle the 5 and then again we will cross all the multiples of 5. So here after putting a circle on 5 we will again put cross over all the multiples of 5. So after 5 we have to put cross over 10. But 10 is already but we have put already a cross on 10 when we were putting cross over even numbers. Then we will move to the next number 15. Again 15 we will put, it means we have to put the cross overs the multiples of 5 now. Fine. Now the last number left in the first row is 7. So now the last number left in this first row is 7. Now we have to put a circle, we have to encircle this 7 and then again we have to cross the multiples of 7. Clear? So likewise we have to keep on doing this till we find all the numbers either crossed out or encircled. So we have to repeat this process again and again till we encircle all the numbers and we put cross on the numbers left. So that is how we can find out the prime numbers. All the encircled numbers are prime numbers. So here all the encircled numbers will be the prime numbers and all the crossed out numbers are composite numbers, and the crossed out numbers will be the composite numbers. So here 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and up to so on. These all are the prime numbers where we have put a circle, and the numbers where we have put a cross like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. These all are the composite numbers. So by this method, by this Eratosthenes-Sieve method, we can find out the prime numbers and composite numbers from 1 to 100. Clear? So this method is given in your book. I am explaining this from your book itself. Now we will start with the next topic. Next we have twin primes and co-prime numbers. So what are twin prime numbers? Children, twin prime numbers are the numbers that have difference of 2. Twin prime numbers are the prime numbers that have difference of 2. So let us take one example. Suppose we have this 3 and 5. So 3 and 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the difference between these two prime numbers are 2. So this 3 and 5 are called twin prime numbers. Likewise, if I take 5 and 7, then again the difference of 5 and 7 is 2. So again 5 and 7 are twin prime numbers. And then if I take 11 and 13, again the difference of 11 and 13 is 2. 13 minus 11 is 2. So 11 and 13 are again twin prime numbers. Clear? Next we have co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers are the numbers which have only one common factor, that is 1. Which have only one common factor, that is 1. Suppose I am taking, it has only one common factor. So suppose I am taking one example of 3 and 11. This 3 and 11 have only one common factor. How can we find out the common factors? The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 11 are 1 and 11. So common factor means which is the factor of 3 also and 11 also. So what is the common factor of 3 and 11? Common factor of 3 and 11 is 1. So it has only one common factor. So it means 3 and 11 are co-prime numbers. A pair of numbers which has only one common factor, that is 1. So those pair of numbers are called co-prime numbers. Clear? Now let's move to our next topic. Next we have prime factorization. So children, we can done the prime factorization of a number by two methods. The first method is division method and the second method is factor tree method. So we have got two methods here, that is division method and factor tree method. So first of all, let us discuss about the division method. Suppose I have to do prime factorization of this 46. So what I will do here? So prime factorization, it means we have to we have to write this 46 as the product of prime numbers. Okay, so if I have to use prime numbers only, so I will divide this 46 by 2 because 2 is the first prime number. So I'll start dividing this by 2. So if I will divide 46 by 2, then the quotient will be 23. Clear? Now 23 has got only two factors, that is 1 and 23. So it means 23 is the prime number, so it will not be divisible by any other number. So here we will divide this by 23 itself. 23 ones are 23. So the prime, when we will get 1 at the last, it means we have to stop doing the prime factorization there itself. So prime factorization of 46 will be 2 multiplied by 23. Likewise, if by division method only I am doing the prime factorization of 32. So we have to start with the prime numbers first. So I will divide this 32 by 2. So if I divide this 32 by 2, then the quotient will be 16. Again this 16 is divisible by 2. So now I will divide this 16 by 2. So I will write 2 here, and if I will divide 16 by 2, I will get the quotient 8. So I will write the quotient here below 16. Fine. Now again this 8 is divisible by 2. So I will write 2 here, and the quotient will be 4. That I will write below 8. Now again this 4 is divisible by 2. So I will write 2 here, and the quotient will be 2. Now I had left with this 2. So this 2 is again divisible by 2. So I can write 2 here, and the quotient will be 1. Now we have left with this 1. It means we have to leave this process here itself. Now the prime factorization of 32 by division method will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, then again multiplied by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means we have to multiply this to 5 times. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, and 16 2s are 32. Clear? Now let's come to the factor tree method. If I have to do the prime factorization of 32 by factor tree method, then how I will do? We will start with the first prime number, that is 2. So I can write it as 2 16s are 32. 2 16s are 32. Now this 2 is a prime number, so we will leave it here itself. Now I have to factorize this 16. So now I can write it as 2 8s are 16. Okay. Now again this 2 is a prime number, so we will move to this 8. So 2 4s are 8. Clear? Again this 2 is a prime number, so I will move to this 4. So 2 2s are 4. Now I have got all the prime numbers here. So I don't need to move this process further. So now the prime factorization of this 32 will be again this 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So it means again we have to multiply this 2 how many times? 5 times. Clear? So whether you do the prime factorization by division method or by factor tree method, the prime factorization will be the same. So children, this was about introduction to prime and composite numbers and the prime factorization. Clear? So now in our next lecture, we will be starting with the exercise questions from exercise 3.2. Clear? So that's all for today children. Thank you so much. God bless you.